the Ashdown Forest where dreams are made, and it's a famous place of the Winnie the Pooh story by A. Milne. And Christopher Milne, or Christopher Robin Milne, he wrote a book called The Enchanted Places, and he's also written many books about the Ashdown Forest and his childhood, and a lot of these places he used to visit as a child with his famous bear and his friends. And he talks of Owl's House. Does it really exist? You know, is it still there? Is it still in the Ashdown Forest? That's something that we'll never know. And the 100-acre wood is actually called the 500-acre wood, which we're in now. This is the 500-acre wood, and we've been looking for the Owl's House, and it's hard to know. In his book, he describes this tree with, I think it's either a birch or a beech tree with its long arms coming down to the floor, which could possibly have been Owl's house. So there's lots of trees like this in the 500-acre wood. Very much the same description. The big boughs coming out, and this one is coming down nearly to the floor, but not quite. But could this be Owl's house? I don't think it's old enough, but it could be. And he describes the moss-covered boughs of the tree, and how he used to like climbing on the tree and playing on the tree as a kid. It's a fascinating read, Enchanted Places by Christopher Milne. I've been reading it recently, and it just gives you another insight into Ashdown Forest. These are quite dense pine trees here, and this is another part of the 500-acre wood. As you can see, it's beautiful, and it's just a depiction of how you expect Ashdown Forest to be, and the story and how Pooh and his friends went through the forest. I don't know whether the spirit of Christopher Milne still lives here or resides here, but it'd be lovely to think it does, and it'd be lovely to envisage him still playing here or still visiting here, even now. So yeah, it's got a feel to it. It's got an enchantment about Ashdown Forest, which I really love, really love. I think when he was a young child, he used to get called Billy Moon, and we found this little crescent moon on the floor. I don't know how long it had been there, but it just reminded me of Billy Moon, the nickname that Christopher was called when he was little. So yeah, that just added to the magic of the trip, really. But as you go round 500-acre wood, it's so vast, you'd be walking for a long time. But we were just looking around to see if we could possibly stumble across a tree that resembled Owl's house, or the tree that Christopher describes in his book. But there's many trees here, many different trees and many different wildlife, and it's just magical to think that we're walking in the footsteps all those years ago of the real life Christopher Milne, and where he probably would have been walking with Nanny. So there's another tree around here. I think it must be a beech tree. It might be a birch. I'm sure it's a beech. It's a very old tree, and its branches are sort of collapsed and onto the floor. As you can see here, it's another tree that could resemble what was thought as Owl's house, because it's got all little holes in it, and you just expect a little door to be there, and the magic of the Pooh stories coming to life. Who knows? But all we know is the Ashdown Forest was where it was based, and that's all we know, really. And obviously Pooh Sticks Bridge, we know where that is, but we never know the mystery of Owl's house and whether the tree actually still stands. But we'd like to believe that maybe one of these trees could be Owl's house. Berlinda's got her little portable stove inside the boot at the moment, and we're literally cooking on gas. So we've got our little butane pod, and we're going to cook some Beyond Burgers on here. I've got some bread rolls and some lettuce and things like that to put in thing, and I've got a little storage thing here in the Berlingo multi-space where I store all the utensils and plates, bowls, everything you need for cooking. And it's a really good storage area actually, because it does hold a lot of stuff, but it's hard to sort of film with one hand and hold that open. But I've got the pan there for the burgers, and then we've got, this is a toaster which goes on top of the gas stove to do toast. I haven't tried it yet, but I will do a review on that at a later date. Now I'm peeling off this sticker, but just to let you know that the gas is not on underneath and it's not hot, so I'm just peeling that off, taking that off. We're going to cook up some lovely lunch. Another good idea if you want to store some milk for your coffee when you're coming away or going out for the day is this double wall canteen. I got it from Asda. I can't remember how much it was now, but it was possibly around the £6 mark. And then some instant coffee, and then you've got yourself, you'd boil up your hot water, and then you've got yourself a coffee on the go really. So that warms you up nicely. It was a really cold day on this day, absolutely freezing, so I was trying to get the water boiling quickly, but the butane doesn't work very well in cold temperatures. So yeah, I had a bit of a time trying to boil up the kettle.